I would like to start our class with one question. What do you often do? Or what we often do when there are so many things we need to finish, so many things we need to do, and we just feel like we just cast over the place, we everywhere, and we can't just, and we exhausted, but there are things we need to do. So what you do, or what do we do just to help us to be able to feel ourselves again, gathering ourselves again in a way that we feel a little bit more grounding, a little bit more here, so we can get on and do what we need to do. Also, when we feel so anxious, always feel so depressed, so low, what we're going to do just to help us to feel, yes, we are alive and we are here. And we're not here on our own, but we're here together with other people too, and with many other things too. So I would like to take us into a practice of squeezing the bone squeezing. And some of the people who I work with, especially with the elderly, and they find that it quite helpful for them when they wake up in the middle of the night and they could not go back to sleep by worries, by a couple of different things in the mind. And with the youngster, the teenager, they told me that they give me feedback and they say it's really helpful for them also, just especially like before the test or before to go into the speech or into the state to present something. It really helped them to feel themselves and have a little bit more anchoring, centering into themselves rather than over the places. So let's do this together. And you can do in any position. And I will encourage everyone, when we do this one together, we go with sequence a little bit for a little bit structure. But in your own time, I encourage you create. Bring creativities into your practice. Maybe today you do this way, maybe the next time that's how you feel you do the other way. So our practice is not a recipe, and I encourage everyone to bring it in, have fun when you do this. So first we just start, and you can do in any position. So at the moment I do in the sitting, and you just let your breath free and go in your own way to squeeze your bone. Just squeeze your bone. Squeeze your finger bones. And it's not a massage practice. And the reason why we squeeze our bone, in somehow when we get lost, in kind of like we don't know what to do anymore, I can't rest for whatever reason. The bones holding a lot of things, the bone knowing many things. Our bones and our blood know many things. You know, when you love somebody, you feel deep down in your bones, in your blood, that you love that person. So the knowing, staying really deeply in the bones, and the bone making the blood. So keep coming in contact, make the connection, squeezing your bone. And sometimes when some people, they do this one, and they got so much going on, a lot of thinking or something, it's quite good, helpful that you just name the bone that you're squeezing. It could be finger bone, it could be wrist bone. And as you squeezing your bone, can you somehow go into in your psyche, kind of like really deep listening to your bones. What pressure that your bone is asking for, and can you offer exactly what your bone need? Go into your collarbone, squeezing your collarbone, and listen and listen and listen. Is it anywhere in your bone like, can you give me a little bit more squeeze, please? Yeah. Go into that. Your shoulder bone, your wrist bone. And you're squeezing and you listen. Your sternum bone, your ribs bone, your collarbone on the other side. And takes as long as you need. Your ribs bone. And find your spine bone, your neck bone, squeezing. And this is absolutely really nice if you spend a long day of making video or on the computer or working on the telephone or carry some heavy thing. So go into squeezing your spine bone all the way down. And it's really lovely also when you work with your partner with this one, you're offering this to your partner or to your children. And you know, animals, they love it. 2 of my cats absolutely love it. So go into your pelvis, and I find it that with my son in the morning, if he wake up and he did not want to go to school, a couple of times of squeezing his bone, he get ready easier. So maybe you try it out for yours. Go into your femur. Yeah, thigh bones. Really go into the bones. Your knee bones, your lower leg bone, your heel bone, your ankle bone, your toe bones. Really deepening your listening into your bones. Take your time. The other bone, the other pelvis bone. And when you do this one at your own home, at your own pace, at your own place, I will encourage everyone, please try with your pelvic bones in the front, the pelvis bone, that area, and the sit bone, and tracing all the way into your pelvic floor bone around that. That area often get very neglecting, and we don't give permission to us to touch our bones, so we encourage you a lot of the willingness to offering some loving caring for your own bones. And all of the bones really need that. It's not just because it's pelvis, so it don't need to be squeezing, don't need to come into existence. The more your bone come into this existence, the more it support what you need to do, running, cooking, dancing. Find your sit bone. Take a good time for your sit bone. Your skull bone. Squeezing and releasing. And I find whenever I got a strong headache, this is really helpful. And if you got migraine, I hope this will be helpful for you too. And really, really take your times. So sometimes it's quite nice, you just switch the music on and do that for 30 minutes. If you have the time, or the 5 minutes or 2 minutes also work. Your face bone. Squeezing, releasing, and listening. And what you are doing, you're offering your loving attention to your bone through your squeeze, your jawbone, your upper jawbone, and this, your nose bone. This practice is really good for me, and I find that it really helped me to settling into the meditation easily. So if you are the meditator, long time meditator, short time meditator, new to meditation many times before, this is one of the practices that really help to settling your mind into your body quicker and safer. And just one more round here, just listening. What bones in your body need a little bit more sweet, and can you just offering it to it? And then just a moment here. Sit in silence, kind of resting. And as you're resting in your bone and resting in your blood, and very, very open your awareness, resting. And just listen. What do your bone know? What is it that your bones know? What matters? What counts? Thank you so much, everybody, for joining in. And I hope if you do this one in the morning, it helps you to set the intention for your day. What really matters? What really counts? Or it helps to set your intention, as you need a lot of rest and recovery for whatever reason. Thank you for practicing along with me, and come again soon. See you at the next one.